Cocktail Conversations, candid insights from startup founders, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders from around the globe.
I was working in Wall Street for about 10 years and starting to really understand how healthcare works. And after 10 years, I started to realize more and more that the system is based on monetizing illness and that no one was really focused on trying to keep me healthy. And so at some point, I was at a dinner talking to people what would really change this system, and we realized that if you could collect the world's healthcare data, you could revolutionize healthcare. And after that dinner, I found partners and we became obsessed with this idea of how do you actually marry the concepts of Facebook with Livestrong and your genetic information and combine that into a new platform that could really transform healthcare. Yeah, so the FDA sent us a warning letter on November 22nd asking us to stop selling our healthcare part of our service or providing the healthcare service. And we've complied, and we are working to come into compliance as a medical device with them. When we started this company, we always recognized that we were doing things in a very different way. And, we want to be groundbreaking and we want to push limits, but at the same time, we want people to adopt us. And if I'm going to be really successful at 23andMe, I'm going to have physicians and consumers and systems adopting the technology that we're providing. So one of the best things that we can do is at this time, we're big enough now that it's time for us to, work with the FDA and comply and become a medical device. I think probably two things is, one is that we have, we've met the standards that we are adhering to are something called CLIA. So prior to all of this work with the FDA, we were adhering to CLIA standards, which is the industry standard that most genetic tests work with. So we've always felt very confident in the quality of our test. That said, the FDA is a higher standard. We're working with them. We're meeting those standards. But we've always felt very good about the quality. I mean, the ultimate point of perfection for 23andMe is when there's a day that individuals, anyone can go onto 23andMe website and sign up and get all their information, and they can really learn what to do. And I think utopia will be when I can look at you and you might have a child that's born and I can say, hey, here are the paths and the paths that you can do to live the best life possible, and here are the diseases that you really want to watch out for, and here's how you could be proactive. And I think 23andMe is really focused on how can you as the individual be as proactive about your health as possible, and what's that path. My main advice for other women, or actually anyone who's out there, is that you follow what you're passionate about. There's nothing worse than coming into your job every day and not loving what you do. And for me, I've been really lucky. My parents have always supported me to really pursue what I love. The second thing is that I'm a big believer that women, you just can't, men and women both, you always have to make choices in your life in terms of family and your friends and your priorities, and that I have 2 small children, I work a lot, and it's always a balancing act. And to assume that there are any super moms or great people that are out there that can do it all, it's always a question of give and take, and you have to prioritize different things at different times. And it's hard, but but there's a lot of, more and more women are supporting each other, and you have a lot of peers, and, my kids are here with me at this conference, and, I do a lot of very unconventional things. My kids come to a lot of business meetings.